The State Farm Championships, but the Super Niños, the complete polar opposite, looking to finish as strongly as possible. Callum Williams, your commentator. We thank you for your company throughout the entirety of the evening. Bastidas involved over on the far side. Showtime with a record of 2 wins, 4 losses and 1 draw, as Bastidas is straight into an offside position. Super Niños with a record of 5 victories, 1 loss and 1 draw, second in the Baller League. Coming off the back of that 2-1 victory against NIños United, but prior to that, of course, they fell for the first time at the hands of the Midnight Wizards in an enthralling 5-3 loss. Here's Bastidas. Baranovsky taking over, albeit momentarily. Danny Daza now manoeuvring forward. Daza craving half a yard. Wu Ling on defensive duties. Daza doing ever so well to force a way through, wanting a foul which he won't get on this occasion. Danny Daza, the Venezuelan player, formerly of Caracas, of course, 3 goals in his last 2 games. Baranovsky into the path of Thomas Wallace. Played more Baller League minutes than anybody else this season. And here he is again. Has a goal to his name throughout the campaign as well. Gutierrez only into the path of the goalkeeper. Diego Basala, who we mentioned, has missed the last 3 games. Expects to be a busy boy today. Here's Baranovsky. Wu Ling, ex-Trinidad and Tobago international. Gutierrez, Bastidas, Sterling, very good save. Quite the reintroduction for Diego Basalo. Sterling, and towards goal it goes! My word, what a finish! What a goal from Fabian Bastidas. And it only took the Super Niños just over 2 minutes to score. And the theme of their Baller League campaign continues. Sterling with a little flick to assist, and Bastidas with the flick to score. Sumptuous from the Super Niños. Here's Mazrahi, easily gathered by the goalkeeper Wallace. Gutierrez now. Baranovsky. Super Niños enjoying themselves already. Here's Sterling. Here from Kid Super, not happy about how slow they're moving the ball. Showtime back in possession. Basalo. Onside, here comes Showtime. Wallace with a really good piece of goalkeeping. So here's Baranovsky, 8 years playing in the Ukraine, Tajikistan, Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. Here's Sterling. Matthew Wu Ling. Sterling. Victory puts them on 20 points. Would be behind Club 360, who occupy the first place in the Baller League. Sterling into the wide areas now, and Baranovsky. Long ball forward for Bastidas. Wu Ling involved in the centre of midfield. Bastidas keeping it alive. Baranovsky amongst the crowd, unable to execute the flick this time, but does find a way through and plays it into the wide areas for Matthew Wu Ling. Sterling. Wallace, of course, the goalkeeper throughout the entirety of the tournament for Super Niños. 1 clean sheet this season, 17 conceded thus far. Ball given away. Baranovsky controlling the back line again. Have allowed 6 goals in their last 2 games, including 5 to the Midnight Wizards in that loss 2 weeks ago. Catching practice for Wallace. Teles, Mexican player, ex-Inter Miami and Vermont Green player in the 3rd tier of domestic football here in the United States. Sterling. Into the path of Quintero now. Baranovsky thought about landing up the shot for a moment. Wuling does and fires over. So Baranovsky departs and Diaz enters, and here he is, the closest challenger up against Mizrahi. Fresh legs of Diaz causing a problem for Showtime. Maximum points they can claim is 14.
Pressure, Fede, pressure! Pressure! That's you.
Over to the far side they go.
Oh, you had it. Good work, good work.
Beloni. Mizrahi.
Yeah, that's you. He's got nothing,
Manoeuvring inside, and the ball is kept within the grasp of Showtime. Here's Daza amongst the crowd. Beloni giving the ball away. Matthew Wuling down under the challenge. Officials say no. Here comes Showtime. Misguided pass. Danny Daza frustrated. Fernando Hernandez with a disappointing pass, at least from Danny Daza's point of view.
Hey, guys, we're doing good, but it's too easy. Too slow. We have time. We can turn and shoot. Hey, be selfish. Go forward. You're number 1.
Here come the Super Niños again! Jose Sharani with a goal, and he's first in the Baller League, and it's a belter.
Great job.
And the Super Niños are flying.
Hey, Fede, you can be aggressive. Keep going.
It's a really fabulous finish. Little the goalkeeper could do about it. And the Venezuelan, who played in Venezuela professionally for 3 years, has given the Super Niños a second goal. Insurance policy. And into the realm of comfort they go. It's a miscue from him on this occasion, though. Beloni glancing forward and Sterling up into the sky. And Beloni towards goal, well wide of the intended target on this occasion. So Showtime, of course, losing by 7 goals to 4 to Club 360 in the last match day, but match day 6 they really shone with a 7-2 win over For the Win. Likes of Paolo Beloni and Matthias Purain shining over the course of the last couple of weeks. 13 goals between them thus far in the Baller League. How Showtime need them now. Sterling pressuring. Velasco on hand. Here is Beloni again and cleared away by Mizrahi. Teles on hand. Danny Daza winning the possession back for Showtime. Forward now for Beloni. And Sterling on top of things, positioned well. Diaz. Cherani. Play with a second goal for Showtime for those of you joining us late. Fabian Bastidas with the first. Cherani. Diaz. Wallace. Diaz, the bright-booted Colombian player on the ball again, formerly of Houston Dynamo and Miami United. Scored his first goal in the Baller League last week in that victory over Any Means United. So here's Mizrahi. 2 goals in the last 3 games for David Mizrahi. Pasalo, down the line he goes. And Danny Daza has straight into an offside position. It's not the start that Showtime were hoping for. It's exactly what Super Niños were wanting. 2 goals in quick succession in the opening exchanges. And here's Wu Lin. Need to make it 3, unsuccessful this time. Wu Lin comfortably into the grasp of the goalkeeper Wallace. It's a Super Niños side that have had no issues scoring goals throughout the competition. 24 scored prior to today's game. And in behind for Wu Lin! And they continue to have no issue at all in front of goal. 10 minutes played, and the Super Niños are on their way already to another super victory. Wu Lin opened up the hips wonderfully. And Kid Super delighted once again.
Yeah, good work, Ricon. Good work, Ricon. Super
Niños in this type of rhythm and flow are absolutely flawless. Remember, you can get your tickets by going to ballerleague.us or indeed scanning the QR code now. Here's Bastidas. Just carrying the ball out of play. Mizrahi with a problem. Ball ricocheted off of Bastidas. And behind for a goal kick. 1 minute until the game changer. The rule change may very well help Showtime, who have themselves a problem here. Matthias Borrein, the ex-River Plate youth player, finds himself on the ground. It's been in fine fettle over the course of the last couple of weeks. 3 goals in the last 2 games for the Argentine. The recipient of that robust challenge in the end from Jose Quintero Pepa. Lofted ball forward, out of play and into touch. And a lovely touch from our very own Duda Paval on the far side. Here's Diaz. Quintero unable to force a way through on this occasion. So now we enter a period where Showtime will be hopeful they can find a way back into a contest in which they've been very swiftly pushed aside. Here's the game changer.
Let's take this thing higher, higher than you ever been. Stand tall like Everett. We go higher. It's time to go higher.
3 play. So it's 3v3. Teams may but do not have to select a goalkeeper. Each attacking phase has to be complete within 30 seconds. Well, Showtime FC will view this as a real opportunity to claim the goals they desperately need to make themselves relevant in this competition. As we said earlier on, Showtime FC haven't struggled in terms of scoring, but neither has his side.
Hey, hey, hey!
Showtime FC coming into matchday 8 had scored 28 goals, the highest in the Baller League. Now they need to channel that attacking intent here, losing by 3-0. It's into Bastidas for 4. No mistake at all. And the Super Niños are dancing to yet another victory. Well, it opened up really, really well for Fabian Bastidas. It's a fabulous finish. Just with the outside of the right boot to the right of the goalkeeper. No mistake at all. Goal number 7 for Fabian Bastidas this season. So Showtime opting to not play a goalkeeper, unsurprisingly now. Looking to find a way back into the game. Here's Dani Daza into Belloni. And Belloni forcing a good save. Daza on the follow-up. Belloni again, trying to wriggle through. Good save from the goalkeeper, cleared away by Baranovsky. Well, he has been the bright spark amongst a dimming star that is Showtime FC. Oh, Belloni with 7 goals in his last 6 Baller League games, the ex-Genoa academy player. Here's Gutierrez. Wu Lin. And towards the far side it goes. Hat-trick for Fabian Bastidas. The Super Niños looking sumptuous and sensational. Lead by 5. Oh, Wu Ling comfortably into the path of Bastidas once again. 8 goals and counting for him. Well, how can Showtime even think of getting back into the game here? They need to find something very quickly indeed. Here's Belloni, very nearly over to the far side. Wanted a corner which he won't get. It may very well be their lone hope if they are to get something from the game. And this has been a half of pure dominance from the Super Niños, side that so many have identified as the best footballing side in the Baller League. Kid Super is delighted. Matthew Wu Lin into Gutierrez. Wu Ling. Gutierrez looking for an angle of some sort. Wu Ling to pick up the scraps. Gutierrez with the necessary challenge. Miscontrol from Quintero. And thus ends the attacking phase for the Super Niños. Well, it's been a half of football to savour for the Super Niños. They've been as convincing as anybody in the Baller League in recent weeks, but not to this level. Here's Belloni. Daza in support. Over to the far side it goes. Can Showtime find something here? Dani Daza. And Daza let fly and behind for a corner. Well, Showtime need just one more corner, of course, to earn themselves a penalty. Would be exactly what they need. Wouldn't be unfair to suggest the game was already gotten away from them, though. Bastidas with the first half hat-trick. Wu Ling on the ball. Bastidas now looking for his 4th. That's another sensational goal. And the Super Niños are really, really enjoying themselves. Smiles as far as the eye can see. The Super Niños make it 6. Courtesy of Wu Ling's 6th goal of the campaign. Just glorious. Here's Belloni. Daza. Towards goal it goes, and via a deflection easily gathered by the goalkeeper, who flashes towards goal, and there goes the half-time buzzer. And that is as dominant a half as we have seen in the Baller League. Showtime 0, Super Niños 6.
It is 0-0, okay? Hey, now we need to go fucking show the league what we're made of, huh?
Yeah.
We go out there, 6 more, and they 12-0, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, no
You guys remember Germany, Brazil?
Yeah.
As their home? Like that. Respect.
Okay.
That's how you respect the team. To score.
Here, we'll start with Derek and Fu in the back. Louis can go in, you two start, and there we go.
Well, the Super Niños have been dominant. Let's get some reaction from the studio, shall we? Here's Susanna Fuller.
Thank you so much, Cal. Yeah, Super Niños putting on a clinic tonight.
As always.
6 first-half goals. Are you kidding? Happy birthday indeed to J Balvin.
Absolutely. I just didn't like his reference to Brazil and Germany there. I'm not going to say anything about that. But Super Niños are killing it.
6 goals for Super Niños, but we have seen some fantastic goals
Some wonderful
tonight.
goals.
Should we check out the top 5? Let's
Oh, yeah.
do it.
Let's get to the top 5.
Oh, baby, what we got?
Yeah.
What we got?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw this.
Oh, yeah, Sander Fernandez.
I call this a
Gecko.
loop-de-loop.
Oh, Marlon loves it, too. Huge result for him.
Marlon looked different today.
He
Ooh, look at that
Agreed.
chest pass.
Oh my
Two-touch
gosh.
volley all the way in.
Ah,
That was pretty.
it's called a
Okay,
revenge
what do we
shot.
got next?
Alexis
Alexis Mendoza.
Top
Oh,
bins.
That's a new
he's doing
celebration
the
from
starfish.
Drewski.
The starfish. I feel
that
like that
deserved
might
a
be
worm.
easier for you, Elisha.
And of course,
Yeah, that might
Matias, the
have been a
goalkeeper.
little easier.
Oh, God, a
Up
goalkeeper
top,
goal.
down low, too slow.
Yes.
We
More
love a
of that,
goalkeeper.
please.
We love a goalkeeper
More
go.
of that, please.
Chip
So
that.
good.
Put some dip on that chip.
And of course,
Hassan.
my goodness.
Hassan for the 876.
That has to be the most beautiful goal of the night.
Beautiful goal.
Yeah, for
Beautiful
sure.
goal.
We still haven't seen a bicycle kick, and I'm waiting for one. Baller League players, please. Can
The
we?
Super Niños. Oh, we got a bonus
Oh, we got a bonus.
one.
We got a bonus
goal.
shot.
Look at
Oh,
that tricky.
Ole.
Lasquinas.
Stop it. Don't
Bonus
hurt 'em.
one.
Unbelievable. All right. Want to see some more goals tonight,
I do wanna
perhaps?
see some more
Yeah,
goals.
because we've got 15 more minutes. Let's send it back out to Cal.
Callum.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much indeed. What do we have in store for the second half? What we just saw was perhaps the most dominating half in Baller League history. The Super Niños thumping Showtime FC by 6 goals to 0. The Super Niños have yet to score 7 in a single solitary game in the Baller League. You get the feeling that may very well be about to change. Last time they scored 6 in a game was all the way back on Matchday 2 when they were victorious by 6 goals to 3 against 876 United. Here come Showtime, just firing the ball wide. Showtime conceded 7 in their last game against Club 360. Here's Sterling. Gutierrez. Ball is cheaply given away into Belloni now, trying to force a way through. Gutierrez in towards Bastidas. And kept in play. It's Fernando Hernandez. Pesalo. It's a lovely ball over the top, but into the grasp of Wallace, the goalkeeper. Well, if Showtime are to get something from this game, they have perhaps the steepest hill in Baller League history to climb. They need to get something very, very quickly. Here's Bastidas. Enjoying himself, and it's clipped. Perhaps a showing of frustration from a Showtime perspective. It's a really unnecessary challenge, wasn't it, from Ajax Armas. Wild card player. It's just been that kind of evening for Showtime. And surprisingly, a little bit of afters between the two players as well. So then, Super Niños go on the hunt for 7. Charani on the ball. Really good save from the goalkeeper. Corner for the Super Niños. So Showtime manoeuvring the ball forward. Charani repelling for now. Here's Bastidas. Just ricocheting over to this near side. Bastidas loitering and hoping for another chance to increase his tally here today. Already has a hat-trick.
Only 2 goals on goal differential. With 3 more goals and clean sheet, they could go into match 9 at the summit of the ball league table.
Tero with manoeuvre forward, which was stopped promptly. Here come the Super Niños again, who, by the way, just need 3 more goals to go into the last match day of the season, top of the Baller League standings. Here's Quintero, stopped in his tracks promptly. Gutierrez winning the ball back. Teles. Girani. Purposeful ball forward. Teles and co unable to skip through this time. It's really good stuff from Belloni. In towards Fernando Hernandez. The effort wide of the intended target in the end. Diaz doing ever so well to tidy up for the Super Niños. Girani has one of the 6 goals for the Super Niños. Matthew Wuling with 2. Fabian Bastidas with 3 for those of you joining us late. It's a ball over the top now for Gutierrez to chase. The angle against him. Over the top he goes. No foul according to the officials. It's fallen out to Purain. And Purain! Brilliant goal! Well, it's unlikely to make a major difference now for Showtime. But it is consolation worthy of celebration. Brilliantly taken goal. Purain with his 7th of the season. And it'll be frustrating to the Super Niños, because now they have more work to do. Purain towards goal. Super Niños now in need of 4 goals if they are to finish top of the standings after match day 8. Would be a Baller League USA record in terms of teams scoring in a single match day. Vassallo. In between the lines. Hernandez unable to force a way through, very nearly did. And Belloni! Well, the appeal is corner, they won't get it. Well, the challenge has been thrown out by Showtime, who want a corner. And of course, if they are successful, they'll have themselves a penalty. Let's see what the officials have to say.
I can't tell from that.
Showtime is challenging that it was a corner, but it was not a corner.
I think he didn't touch it.
So just to clear that up, Showtime
Right here, and I don't know
saying
if
they
he did
think it is a corner, which of course would result in a penalty kick for them.
that. He was beat, so he didn't touch it.
Was there a touch from Thomas Wallace in goal, I wonder?
It doesn't, no, the ball, it's a goal kick, no corner, no corner. I got a goal kick.
Here's what the officials have to say.
Challenge was not unsuccessful. We start with a goal kick, no corner.
Unsuccessful.
Well, there's a handful of appeals led by Fernando Hernandez, who says to the officials the ball moved differently, the ball was spinning differently. Feels as though contact was made. Nevertheless, the officials say no, and we go on. Wallace over the top for Tellez. There's Fernando Hernandez, El Salvadorian player. Mizrahi. Angle against Mizrahi. Flies across the face of goal. No recipients for Showtime this time. Wallace pushed it up into the sky. It's cleverly done by Fernando Hernandez amongst the crowd and finds a way through for Danny Daza. Goalkeeper duly obliging. Long ball thumped forward and only into the grasp of the goalkeeper again. Vassallo manoeuvring forward. Here's Bastidas, reaching at the other end of the field for a moment. Sterling. Baranovsky on the far side. Wallace the goalkeeper. Wuling and Sterling combining. Here's Mizrahi. And it's given away. Bastidas now. It's a really good recovery from Mizrahi. Fernando Hernandez stopped in his packs, courtesy of a retreating Derek Sterling. So Fernando Hernandez looking to find something for Showtime. Mizrahi now loitering and Baranovsky making the necessary clearance. Tassi going back. Shadia Tassi, the wild card. Spocker Juniors Academy player coming close for Showtime. Hernandez! Lovely finish. Fernando Hernandez with his first goal in the Border League. And as we said, it's unlikely to make a major difference, but he certainly played his part here today. Really lovely finish, took across the ball, it went to the far corner wonderfully. Well, Showtime have a pulse. It's a shame they didn't in the opening half. Wallace clearing away for now. Tassi. Sterling able to win the ball back. And Bastidas wide. Well, you'd have put your mortgage on him scoring, given his recent form and how he's operated today. Mizrahi. Hernandez, one of a handful of bright spots for Showtime in what has been a very, very dim campaign in the Baller League for them. Wallace preventing the corner. Sterling away, and forward now for Chirani. Chirani trying to pick out Matthew Wu Ling, unsuccessful on this occasion. Bastidas regaining possession, albeit momentarily. Daza, Belloni via a deflection, goes behind for a corner. That'll be the third, and that'll be a penalty for Showtime. Well, it's been a much better showing for Showtime in the second half. Can Paolo Belloni, the captain, the number 10, deliver for Showtime? So here we go. It's Belloni, and it's saved by Wallace, and the play is dead. It remains 6-2 to the Super Niños. So just a minute to go until the final game changer of the evening. Here's Diaz, retreating to Wallace for now and wins a free kick in the process. Wallace slipping forward. Danny Daza defending. Chirani, Bastidas, twinkle toes, firing wide. Well, given the quality of the goals that he scored today. At the other end, it's Perrine, hits the woodwork. Baranovsky, unable to find a way through this time, but as we said earlier on, given the quality of the goals that Bastidas has scored today, that would have added to them. But now, the final game changer of the evening. Here we go.
Let's take the stage higher, higher than you ever been. Stand tall like Everest. We go higher. It's time to go higher.
1-on-1. So, goal to goal, a single player from each team can shoot from behind the halfway line. One opposing player defends from their own half. You cannot use your hands, even if you're a goalkeeper. The centre circle, a neutral zone, and of course, each attack has to be completed after 15 seconds.
Guys, come on!
Well, in truth, it's a really good opportunity for Showtime to put some goals on the board. Can Belloni offer that now to Showtime in their hour of need? Yes, he can! Fabulous strike. 6-3. They couldn't, could they? Here's Bastidas. Bastidas lets fly into the grasp of the goalkeeper, but it's bounced into the neutral zone and back within the grasp of the Super Niños and Bastidas. He shows us a trickle too. Bastidas. Oh, brilliant! It's 7 for the Super Niños. For the first time in the Baller League USA, the Super Niños have scored 7 in a game. On their way to victory number 6. Of course, for the first time they score 7. Belloni. Did the goalkeeper use his hand there? That's what the officials are saying. So that'll be a goal to Showtime, because the goalkeeper seemed to use his hand. Remarkable. So the Super Niños with 7 for the first time in their Baller League season. Let's not forget, nobody has scored 8 in a single game so far. 10 minutes towards goal. Now they have! And the Super Niños are simply superior. For the first time this season, on match day 8, a team in the Baller League has scored 8. What a moment. So here's Belloni and White. Well, the ball has gone into the net. And it seems as though the Super Niños, this will certainly be looked at, but it seemed as though the teams were in transition because they thought the play was dead, and that is the case. No goal. So here's Purain. Well, it is a goal. Purain towards goal. So the Super Niños have scored 9. Remarkable. Little confusion in the build-up. They have to wait for the whistle, the players do, and the whistle never came. And so Thomas Wallace has scored the 9th for the Super Niños. Here's Sterling. And over. Here's Belloni. For 5 for Showtime. Brilliant goal. Well, that is quite something from Paolo Belloni, whose impeccable Baller League campaign goes on. That's goal number 9 for him. So Diaz now looking to make it 10 for the Super Niños.
1 minute remaining and 4 to shoot. 3, 2, 1.
Diaz, wide.
Here comes Wilson on for a 4.
Belloni again on a hat-trick, remember.
He smells blood.
In the end, wide.
45 seconds.
Into the final minutes we go. You've been treated to some scorelines and some games here this evening, but this tops the lot. The Super Niños stealing the show late on. Here's Matthew Wu-Ling on a hat-trick himself, remember.
5 to shoot. 4.
It's Wu-Ling, well wide.
Approximately 30 seconds to play in our final match of match league 8. Here's Purain. 30 seconds.
Here's Purain now. And Purain sees the effort saved. Thomas Wallace seemed to have it watched all the way. So Tirani, fresh from his first goal in the Baller League.
5 to shoot. 4, 3, 2.
Off the woodwork. And Vassallo can now look to add to the goals for Showtime, and he hits the woodwork. Oh, way to end it. A remarkable evening. Entertainment at its peak. The Super Niños have scored 9.